And it's night number 2 of the Democratic presidential debate. The showdown in Motown is expected to be a make or break for a number of Democratic candidates.
Yeah, the remaining 10 candidates will take the stage at the Fox Theater tonight. Last night, the first 10 Democratic candidates squared off and things got heated.
7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is live outside the Fox Theater. Matt, you just caught up with one of those candidates.
Yeah, former Congressman John Delaney, we had a chance to talk with him, and it was really part of the big story last night, this divide that we finally started to see between the candidates. He took shots at the front runners such as Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders that joined him on stage because they have gone all in on a Medicare for All plan. He has not believed in that kind of a plan. In fact, he says there's an alternative way without getting rid of private insurance. So I had to ask him, as we start to see this divide finally amongst the Democratic candidates, what exactly do you do if you end up with a progressive frontrunner and you are the moderate, wondering what you do as far as support?
We all agreed, as a condition to running in the Democratic primary, to support the Democratic nominee. And I agreed to that. And
Is that harder when you see the divide between you and the other candidates?
Well, what's hard is knowing that if I weren't to be the nominee and one of the candidates running on these positions were to be the nominee, I think they're going to lose. So that's really hard because I think the most important thing is beating Trump.
And that is a good indication of where minds are at right now. How do you shift where the Democrat platform is moving forward? It wasn't just that. It was also solutions to climate. We discussed that at great depth as well. But healthcare continued to be the thing everyone on stage wanted to talk about. And the reality is so few of them agree on how to get it done. They say it is the important issue. It is the topic that gained 45 minutes of the 2-hour-long debate. As we saw, there was a war of words, never ending last night.
You don't know that,
Second of all,
we'll come to you in a second,
I do know, and I wrote the damn bill.
What I'm talking about is really simple. We should deal with the tragedy of being uninsured and give everyone health care as a right. But why do we got to be the party of taking something away from people?
No, Medicare for All will fix that, and that's why I'll fight for it.
Fireworks inside the Fox Theater. This exchange highlighting a key takeaway. Candidates Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren standing side by side with Medicare for All plans. Those two digging in on health care plans, eliminating private insurance. Others balking, calling it drastic.
You might as well FedEx the election to Donald Trump.
This is an example of wish list economics. It used to be just Republicans who wanted to repeal and replace. Now many Democrats do as well.
But with 10 candidates on stage and 10 more coming tomorrow, we're 2 top candidates looking the same to Detroit voters. Senator Warren responding inside the spin room post-debate.
I don't think this is about differentiation. I think this is about an opportunity for Democrats to stand up and talk about our vision for America.
The border issue, another hot topic.
When I'm president, illegally crossing the border will still be illegal.
I expect that people who come here follow our laws, and we reserve the right to criminally prosecute them if they do not.
And with 10 candidates on stage, all candidates trying to have a moment. The next debate stage that much harder to get onto. Congressman Tim Ryan drawing attention for not placing his hand over his heart during the national anthem. This morning, bringing plenty of negative headlines, while others like Marianne Williamson took big swings on issues pertinent to our home state, talking race and infrastructure in one moment, now trending here in Michigan.
I assure you, I lived in Grosse Pointe. What happened in Flint would not have happened in Grosse Pointe. This is part of the dark underbelly of American society.
Now, Williamson getting a lot of traction, especially here locally. As I noted, that comment now trending. Lots of folks talking about that, tying in both race and infrastructure, the Flint water crisis. That gains her points with the local crowd, but what does it mean on a national stage? We have to wait and see. One thing is for certain, we still have a lot more fireworks ahead because night 2, that is still on the back burner, and it happens right here in Detroit in just a matter of hours. We will continue the coverage, and we will continue to separate fact from fiction as we continue our partnership with PolitiFact, breaking down the details of what's being said inside the Fox Theater behind me. That continues tomorrow morning as well. We are live in Detroit. Matthew Smith, send it back to you in the studio.